These are the plaintiffs, Colleen Wilson and Damian Apollonio. Colleen says the defendant, her landlord, won't pay them back after being left homeless by a flood, which occurred in her apartment and others. It was bad. There was mold behind the walls, and everyone was ordered to vacate the premises and find somewhere else to live for 6 weeks. The defendant refuses to reimburse them for all they're out, so they have no other choice but to sue to recoup the $5,000 they're owed. This is the defendant, Margarita Williams. She says the sewer backed up, and it's believed to have been caused by sanitary napkins being flushed down the toilet by one of the plaintiffs. She's sorry it happened, but told the plaintiffs many times to get renter's insurance to protect them against something like this. Again, she feels bad, but is not responsible. She's accused of mean landlording. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $950 for March's mortgage.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Colleen Wilson and Damian Apollonio and Peggy Wilson. Okay. You are suing Margarita Williams for $5,000 that you say you are out in damages because your apartment flooded. Ms. Williams is your landlord?
Yes.
Right. And who's who here? Because there's one person missing.
Well, Peggy's my mom, and I have the power of attorney for her.
Okay, gotcha. You have a counterclaim against them for $950 because you want them to pay your mortgage in March. Okay, go ahead. What happened?
Hello. I moved into Margarita's apartment, Wappinger Falls, New York, in April of 2009. I paid $1,300 for rent and security, $425 for security, and $875 for the month's rent. I only paid $425 for security because I moved in at the end of the month, and I only paid for half the month's security.
Did you ever pay any more security?
Nope, it was just $1,300
Okay, because you're
total.
suing for $1,300 in security. Why is that?
Because that's the total I paid for to move into the apartment.
But that includes your first month rent?
Yes, that includes the first.
And you want that back
What?
because what?
Because I can't live at the apartment anymore, so.
So you want the rent that you already used up back? Okay, go ahead. So tell me what happens. You move in there in what month?
In April.
April. And
2009.
2009. Everything's fine until when?
January 6th, 2011.
2011. All right. And during that time, you have a good relationship with your landlord?
Great relationship.
Love living there? He moves
Very
in
happy.
when? From the whole time?
Yeah, we moved. I
Okay.
had the lease, the security, and everything that shows.
And how's
how
your
much-
mom involved in the lease? Was she living there or she had a
No,
cosign?
my mom's only involved because of what happened after January 6th.
Okay, was your mom on the lease?
No.
Okay, so what happens January 6th?
There is a huge flood in my apartment,
Okay.
a sewage backup, which
Okay.
I have a letter from the super
Okay.
stating exactly what happened.
Okay, can I see that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what happened? How do you find out about the flood? You come home from work or
No,
school?
I woke up in the morning at 6:30 in the morning, and there was about 2 inches of cold, freezing water everywhere in the apartment. I'm talking about closets.
You woke up because it was time to wake up, or you woke
I
up
woke up
because
I had to go to work.
Okay.
I woke up to work,
Okay.
and I stepped out of my bed into freezing cold water.
Oh, my goodness.
It was horrible.
That's
and
disgusting.
now, meaning at 6:30 in the morning, I have to be at work at 7.
Okay.
So I had nowhere. I couldn't stay home.
Ow, 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 ow.
I mean,
Just see her
that's
hopping around in the
exactly
water.
what happened. I'm like tripping over. Like I couldn't even get to my bathroom to get my toothbrush.
And are you there at the time?
Yes, I was.
Yeah,
Okay.
we woke up. I wake up screaming, so he wakes up.
Okay.
And then I walk in, I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this happened. So I go into the bathroom, and that's where the majority of the water is that come up from the toilet.
Okay.
So we were very fortunate that I only had freezing cold water, whereas the apartment to my right and my left actually had sewage, raw
Okay.
sewage come up.
And you just had freezing cold
I
what?
had freezing cold water.
I wonder what?
I'm just lucky. I don't know. I'm very happy that happened because, I mean, I couldn't imagine looking
Where the clog was located, actually.
where it was.
You think it's what?
Where the clog was located is a little over to the side.
Where the clog was located, you think is what made it different? Okay, so go ahead.
So I immediately call Bob, our super. He comes in with this machine to go to each of the walls, and as he's touching the walls, they start crumbling
Oh my
because
goodness.
there's so much water damage.
Right.
He says, these walls have to come down immediately. We're going to be demoing today. You need to get your stuff out. You cannot stay here.
Okay.
We don't know how long it's going to take, but right now, you need to get all your stuff out.
Okay.
So I start packing things up, bringing things out, and Bob allows us to put, for that day, to put stuff in this community room that's in the apartments.
Okay.
I start bringing my stuff over to there. I'm calling Margarita, letting her know she's not answering me. She's not answering me. I didn't get in contact with her until mid-afternoon.
Okay.
And I explained to her what was happening. She even told me that she'd be coming up. Don't worry, everything's going to be okay.
Did they ever find out what the problem was? Was it a sewage backup?
It was, yes.
So that's something that the board takes care of, or the
Correct.
insurance for the building takes care of, as
Correct.
opposed to that's coming out of your pocket?
Correct.
Well, that's good. Has the construction been taken care of, or no?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. It's still not. It cannot be occupied or rented out at this point.
Correct.
She never comes back after. They never come back after January 6th, right? They can't.
I went there January 7th, correct.
Okay.
They could not.
All right. So, so what's the agreement? Like, what is it you're doing to?
Everything. I mean, Margarita was so supportive in the beginning, so helpful. She told me that she was going to take care of everything. She was going to help us. Now, amidst this of going on, there's a huge snowstorm going on outside.
Oh my God.
So now this is toppling on everything. By the time,
I love how she says, "I'm so lucky."
oh, well, I
It
mean,
was just cold water, but we were very lucky.
yeah, well, I mean, I try to look on the bright
No,
side.
that's great. I love
So
that.
I'm trying.
I want to bottle you. You know.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So then, by the time we are out, because by the time we get everything that we could take with us to live, there's about so much snow on the ground. The roads were becoming horrible. I had to go to the nearest hotel possible. The nearest hotel possible was the Hampton Inn, which is about maybe like, what'd you say, like 4 miles? 4 miles
Now,
away.
she paid for your room at the Hampton Inn that night.
She
and
paid
the
for
next night.
I know. Actually, my mother paid for the first night because she was calling her insurance company to get the money and didn't come. I didn't speak with her until after my mom had paid for the room because I had
Okay,
to
she
go in
paid
the room.
2 nights of hotel.
She paid for 2 nights and my mom paid for the other 2.
Okay.
Because I had to stay there for 4 nights. I had nowhere to go.
Well, you ended up going to your mother's.
Well, I did, but the reason I couldn't go that day was because my mom turned my room into a closet. So my mom,
She
my
was
mom
making
has
sure
a
she
lot.
never came back.
My mom has a lot of clothes, so she had to
Wait,
get
wait. Back it up. Back it up. How old are you?
23.
23. And how long ago did you move out? A couple of
Like-
years.
Yeah, like 2-3 years ago.
Okay. And then,
So then,
so you moved back.
I moved
Does
back.
he move back in with?
my parents are very old-fashioned. We're not married, so that he cannot live with me at my house. And my parents were very, were very sorry for
their
that.
house.
Thank you. I'm glad you feel that way because I was
Of course
like,
I feel
Mommy.
that way. It's their house. It's their rules.
understand.
You want to play house? Go play house elsewhere. You got to play house under my. That's exactly how my
That's
family
exactly
was.
what my mom said. That's
Yeah.
to the T. That's what my mom
Yeah,
said.
that's perfectly fine. I'm sure he respects that, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's fine. So Damien's family does not live in New York.
So
They
where
don't
you
even
living?
I was going to friends' houses.
On
You were
Township.
couch surfing?
Yeah.
How long did you couch surf?
He
Good 2
still
weeks.
is.
You're still couch surfing?
Well, I finally actually found a location at the moment, yes.
Okay.
But
And-
for the time until about recently, like as of last week, he's been
All right.
staying from different houses.
So what is it you're suing for? You're suing for $1,300 of a security deposit, even though you told me you only paid $425 of a security deposit. $875 for January rent. I totally understand. You only got to live there 5 days, and then the horrible thing happened on day 6. I get it. Storage fees. Tell me about that.
Well, because I had nowhere to put my stuff, I had to put my stuff in storage.
Can I
said-
see the bill for storage? Mm-hmm. Okay. Then a hotel for 2 nights because you stayed a total of 4 nights in the hotel.
Yep, and that's for the power of attorney is for my mom because.
Okay, so let me see the bill for the hotel. And then the last is pain and suffering.
Well, the reason it's pain and suffering is because, like I said, Damien has nowhere to live. I explained that to her numerous times. Can you please work with us? Can you please help us have
What
some
did you
money
want her to do, though?
to start paying us back the money so that we could find a new apartment to live in? He had nowhere to live.
How much money were you asking for?
The month.
$1,300 and $875. That's all I've ever asked her for. But now I'm asking her for this because she's just been somewhat hostile to me.
Okay, talk to me. What's going on? Let me hear your side.
Basically, the way I felt, it was out of my hands, but because I do own the unit, I actually, when she called me and we spoke, I immediately, with the snowstorm going on that day, actually, it takes me an hour to get there. It took me 3 hours to get there.
Oh, my God.
So I finally made it. I actually went to see what was going on, and she's correct. You know, the place was flooded. They were actually, at the very moment, they were actually doing the demolition, taking down the walls. I said, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do.
Well,
You
you,
know.
didn't cause a snowstorm. You didn't cause the backup in the sewage. And you,
Right.
I mean, these are not your fault, but you are the owner of the place. And you did
Correct.
collect January rent.
Yes.
Now, were you able to make a claim on your insurance or their insurance?
I actually tried through my insurance, as I explained to them, and they spoke to super of the complex, and what he explained to them, basically, they're saying that that was some major backup, and that was basically something they
They're
didn't
not
cover.
gonna, your insurance company's not going to pay for it. It's the insurance company for the building that's going to pay for it, I bet.
Correct.
Okay.
That's what I
So
asked.
have you made a claim on the insurance company for the building?
That's what I asked Bob.
The
I
super.
says, yes. I said,
Don't get your legal advice from the super, but go ahead.
right. But I did ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. I says, I'd like to know because they just pay me on the 5th for the month's rent, and also their security says they're not going to be able to live here. What could be done? He says, that has nothing to do with me. I don't know what to tell you. I found out we don't have homeowners insurance for backup sewer. We are liable.
Goodness.
He said, we are liable to remove the mildew, do the demolition, and put back your walls.
Yeah,
That is
you're
it.
going to have to sue them.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So if a landlord's building floods out, can the tenant force the landlord to put him up in temporary housing? Okay, thank you. I guess that's a no comment.
Well, it just all depends, really. If the landlord's not really taking care of his business, then absolutely. But if it's just completely out of his hands, then I don't see why you would have to take responsibility.
Okay, what do you say, ma'am?
I say that yes, that they should be held responsible. Number one, you're a tenant and you're paying all that money every month, and it's his obligation to make sure that he keeps the building up to code.
Okay, fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
You have to sue the owner of I mean, there's a board? What is this?
Correct.
This is a condo, that's a condo.
Correct.
You're going to have to sue the board. Did you put in a claim to the board?
No, I haven't.
You should, because I'm about to talk about their damages, and that's something that you're going to eat, so you should be suing them. Now, you've got a counterclaim against that. What did they do? You got a counterclaim
Okay,
against them for what?
basically-
$950 for what?
Basically, I went there yesterday. Those are the newer pictures that I provided of the unit
Oh,
that's being
disgusting.
worked on. They explained to me that because due to their stuff being there, they were not able to get to the unit in time.
What is this, my dear?
That's the bench they left with boxes on the side of the wall where they needed to do the demolition.
Why can't they just move that bench? That's ridiculous. Why would that bench
That's not
stop
their
anybody
job.
from doing? That's a bench that's like 4 feet wide. That's not going to stop people from doing construction. Put your hand down. Put your hand down. Been doing this without you my whole life. Does it look like you need to interrupt what I'm doing? Don't be ridiculous. That is it? That's what you're showing
no.
me?
If you look at the other one, there's a fish tank and it had water.
The fish tank is in the middle of the room. How is that stopping them from doing demolition elsewhere?
They saying that what if they break it?
I
mean,
don't
they give
believe
you a
you.
whole
I
bunch of
don't believe you.
excuses.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. I don't believe you, and the fact that you don't have that in an affidavit or a witness is evidence to me that nobody really said that, and it's a lie if somebody did say that, because one fish tank in the middle of the room is not going to stop them from doing demolition. That's ridiculous. What actually happened is they haven't gotten around to it because I got 2 other. We're not talking about this anymore. Now, and your counterclaim's 0. Now let's talk about your claim against her. Okay, 425 is a security, right?
Actually, she's incorrect.
What happened?
Security was $875. $425 was for the month, the half a month rent they lived.
Okay, so the actual, so
sorry.
lucky for
I'm
you,
sorry.
she is just the lovely person
Thank
you
you.
described her as, and it's actually $875.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Yep, no problem. Okay, now January rent. You would agree with me that they only got the benefit of 5 days of January rent, right?
Yes.
Okay, that would mean that you're entitled to Oh, by the way, though, everything has now been taken out, right? They don't still have stuff there.
Correct.
Okay, all right. So you're entitled to $875 of your security deposit. They didn't damage anything that you.
No.
I mean, it's hard to tell with, Okay.
But we didn't.
Okay, and they're entitled to the portion of January rent they weren't able to enjoy. That's $875 and $730. The storage fees. Did you ever hand me the receipt?
Yes, I did.
Okay. There's a receipt for storage for the stuff. Okay, you're entitled to the storage fees. That's $210, and then a hotel for 2 nights. I think it's a reasonable request until you can get your act together and find another place to live. And mercifully, she didn't just stay in the hotel. He couch surfed, and she found an apartment. Pain and suffering you're not entitled to, regardless of how painful and how much you suffered, which I don't doubt for 1 second. All right. You have already paid them for
Yes.
2 nights of hotel, which was how much?
$250.
$250. Did you also pay them any other monies?
Yes, I paid her $475 back security deposit.
Okay.
And I told her I would give her the next $400 when I see the apartment.
Is it accurate that you have $675 from her?
Yes.
Okay. That then leaves a net judgment in your favor in the amount of $1,360 on the counterclaim 0, as I've explained before for the reasons I've explained, on the claim, your claim against her, $1,360 verdict for the plaintiffs. Good luck, folks.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, let's check with the defendant here coming out of the courtroom on your thoughts about this verdict.
Fair.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pretty tough what they had to go through, huh?
Absolutely.
Waking up to that and everything. Well, you seem like you're decent about the way you went about it. Your next step is going to be to take the judge's advice and do what with the condo board?
take them to court as well.
Well, first you're going to just ask them. Then
I
when
already did. Trust me, they're not easygoing.
Oh, they turned you down already?
Absolutely.
They pretty much know you're going to take them to court too?
Absolutely.
All right. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
All right. You head right out this way, all right? Okay, so come on in here. You satisfied with what you wound up getting out of the judge here?
I'm very satisfied. The truth came out. It was a horrible situation, and the judge saw that, and she felt the pain that we had.
You're really lucky that that water was so clean that you got it there. Very fortunate.
I just saw cold water, and I wasn't really I was trying to block it out.
Okay. Well, when are you going to make an honest guy out of him?
Very soon. He's
really?
He's an amazing guy. He's
Very
excellent.
soon? Is that is that an announcement?
No, we're not. No, we're still in the dating process.
Still living life.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're young.
I'd say a special thank you to everyone let me sleep on their couch.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate it very much.
All right, over to Harvey.
Okay, the bottom line here, a landlord is responsible for all of what we call consequential and foreseeable damages as a result of the landlord's negligence. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.